Imagine the impossible made possible with impossible products.
Calling all parents. Did you know that the average human only uses 10% of their brain? This includes your special child. So, what if I told you that we could increase this by a whole 1.2%? And with this, your child might even pass Chinese. Here, we have a professional professor from the Hong Kong University of Staff, Dr. Mao.
Hello, I am Dr. Mao. I have been coming from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Right now, you are seeing a child. Like all of our child, she is academically challenged, a failure.
Now, child, let's ask a few simple questions. What country lies immediately north of Singapore?
Australia?
All right, next question. How do you spell international?
E-N-T...
Okay, child. Last question. What is 1 plus 1?
11.
Allow us to scan this child's brain. Assistant, scan her. As you can see, this child's brain cells are... 怎么没有啊? As you can see, this child has no detectable brain cell. It is okay. After we put on the brain master, she becomes very smart, just like the son of your next door neighbor, Ling Ling. Allow us to scan again. Assistant, scan again, please. 非常好. As you can see, this child brain cell now move very fast. This is because she wearing the brain master. Come, now I test you question. What is 981 times 3?
2,943.
How do you spell baccalaureate?
B-A-C-C-A-L-A-U-R-E-A-T-E. Baccalaureate.
All correct. However, as Auntie Mao say, all correct, still not good enough. Come, I test you one more question. What country lies immediately north of Singapore?
The coordinates of Singapore is 1.5 degrees north and 103.8 degrees east. That means the country that lies immediately north of Singapore is the peninsula of Malaysia.
As you can see, this device works magically and amazingly. Wearing this hip and dandy helmet for just 1 hour a day will improve their intellect immensely, without even having to do any thinking. Made ethically and sustainably, this helmet is approved by 8 out of 9 doctors.
I am one of them.
And only costs $299. So please call 69420.
Don't stop to think about it.
Get your Brain Master now.
It's your easy shortcut to success.
Imagine yourself in the shoes of a middle-aged lady. Remembering the dead. This bench, it's one of many in this lonely park. There's a plaque on the backrest, my father's name. This bench used to be his favorite spot in the park, but now the paint is peeling and the wood has become discolored from neglect. No one ever comes here anyway, after all. father served in the war. Brave, courageous, spirited. They used to tell him he was a model soldier. Now they tell him to rest in peace. Disgust, disappointment. Disgust at how man has moved on, choosing to ignore and to repeat what has happened. Disappointment at how man has moved on, allowing more families to be torn apart, more friends to be lost, more lives to be scorched. Almost as if there's a fixed period of time allocated for you to mourn, and the moment it's over, you have to move on. Grief shouldn't be a fixed period of time. I see the news every day. I watched how the media erupted as Ukraine turned into a wasteland. The faces of those who have lost their lives flashed upon screens over morning breakfast, over our small talk. I couldn't do anything but watch as innocents fought for survival, reported by a man with the word press printed across his vest. Children separated from their fathers, wives separated from their husbands, people separated from their lives. The week after revealed mass graves, destroyed cities, towns burned to the ground, a bomb fallen from the skies, government building collapsed in on itself. I remember watching it happen, real time, live. I remember the pub I was in. I remember the soft gasps that echoed amidst the fragrance of fresh meals. It took them 5 seconds to die down into chatter. Idle chatter about sports, or fashion, or movies, or trends, or a million other things that don't matter all that much. Disgust, disappointment, desensitized. My fingertips grace the bench he had once so loved. I rise to meet the last memory of my father. I can hear the gunshots now.
Imagine yourselves in the shoes of the new CEO of Oreo Cookies Private Limited. And the more you talk to the marketing department about the new Oreo varietals, the more you feel like you are losing your mind. We made the perfect cookie 100 years ago. And now, there's no work left to do. I'm telling you, we did it. We won. Go home, be with your families, raise your children. Please stop making new Oreos. Look, honest question for the marketing department. And I really sincerely mean this. Does anybody here actually believe there is someone out there in the world who hasn't heard of Oreos? No, wait. I'll do one better. Does anyone here believe there is someone out there who hasn't already had an Oreo? Yes,
That's why we need advertising. Billboards. What do we need billboards for? You know what our billboard is? Every cookie aisle in the world. I have not been to a single grocery store and not seen half the cookie aisle choked with a sinful glut of BS Oreos. Swedish fish Oreos, red mushroom Oreos, karate Oreos, paperback Oreos, cookies and cream Oreos. They're already cookies and cream. You, all of you, have a poison in your minds. And the fact that you can't see it makes me so sad. The madness stops here. Do you see now that there is nowhere left to go? And Alexander wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer. We did it. We won. We made the good cookie that everybody likes. And now? Now, you get to go home.
Imagine yourself in the shoes of Little Red Riding Hood
Little Red Riding Hood,
and the wolf.
as soon as Wolf began to feel that he would like a decent meal,
He went and knocked on Grandma's door. When Grandma opened it, she saw the sharp white teeth, the horrid grain.
and Wolfie said,
May I come in?
Poor Grandmama was terrified,
He's gonna eat me up.
and she was absolutely right. He ate her up in one big bite.
but Grandmama was small and tough. And Wolfie wailed,
That's not enough. I haven't yet begun to feel as though I've had a decent meal.
he ran around the kitchen yelping. He ran around the kitchen yelping.
Ow, ow, ow! I've got to have another helping.
And then added with a frightful leer,
I'm therefore going to wait right here till little Miss Red Riding Hood comes home from walking in the wood.
He quickly put on Grandma's clothes.
Of course he hadn't eaten those.
He dressed himself in coat and hat,
He put on shoes and after that he even brushed and curled his hair.
then sat himself in Grandma's chair.
In came the little girl in red.
She stopped. She stared. And then she said,
What great big ears you have, Grandma.
Oh, the better to hear you with.
the wolf replied.
What great big eyes you have, Grandma.
Said Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, the better to see you with.
The wolf replied. He sat there watching her and smiled.
He thought,
I'm going to eat this child and compare with her old grandmama. She's going to taste like caviar.
then Little Red Riding Hood said,
But Grandma, what a lovely, great, big, furry coat you have on.
That's wrong!
Cried Wolf.
Have you forgot to ask me what great big teeth I've got? Ah, well, no matter what you say, I'm going to eat you anyway.
The small girl smiles.
One eyelid flickers. She draws a pistol from her knickers.
She aims at the creature's head.
And bang, bang, bang! She shoots him dead. A few weeks later in the woods, I came across Miss Riding Hood.
But what a change! No cloak of red, no silly hood upon her head.
She said,
Hello, and please do note my lovely, furry, wolfskin coat.
Imagine yourselves in the shoes of a taxi driver.
the engine revs up and you set off on your day. You didn't want a 9-to-5 desk job, but the hopeful eyes, the same ambitious 16-year-old wouldn't have seen this life coming. Your phone pings, and sure enough, a desperate hand waves in the distance. The daily grind has begun, or should I say, nightly. People come, people go, in and out of your life, and in and out of your little four-seater Toyota. People from all walks of life, rather lazy and wanting to catch a ride. Spending 15 minutes in the backseat of your automobile, you learn more about their crazy lives and that yours is comparatively boring, miserable, to which only they add excitement. Snippets of their life are what you get to see. Someone tells you he's going on his first date. You smile in the rearview mirror. Someone instructs you to drive to the hospital immediately. You drive the whole way with an averted gaze and an unnerving silence in the confines of your car. Someone with polished boots and an expensive suit steps in, and you unconsciously straighten your posture. So many someones, no identity to attach a personality to, just observations like troubled man, sleepy woman, and obnoxious Karen, followed by a 15-minute silently judgmental ride. Snippets of their life are what you get to see. You become a little snippet, a filler in the grand scheme of their next story to tell. You drive a drunk gentleman home one day. He goes and tells his wife about how he got a promotion in his job, how his boss commended him for a job well done. He partied, drank a lot, had lots of fun, and took a taxi home. He simply took a taxi, but he provided you with $13.27 more to pay your bills. Drunkards, criminals, sleepy students, exhausted mothers, rich grandmothers, boisterous teens, you name it, you've seen it. You judge, but you don't particularly mind. They laugh, you laugh. They cry, you silently give them space. They yell, you apologize. They smoke, you wind down the windows and bear with it. After all, you've been trained to shift gears all your life, both physically and mentally. The ticking seconds of the clock and the radio show in the sky brings you to a familiar street. All streets have become familiar now in this small island city. But this is special. It's special because it reminds you why you choose to stay seated in this cramped little seat for 10 hours a day. Why you allow the car to fill up with the yells of an unsatisfied customer, or the arguments of a dysfunctional couple, or the pungent smell of sweat of an athlete going home. It's special because after sending each ride to its destination, it brings you to yours. Home sweet home.
Imagine what it's like to be a pig. A little pig.
The Three Little Pigs.
The animal I really dig.
Above all others is a pig.
Pigs are noble.
Pigs are clever.
Pigs are courteous. However,
Now and then, to break this rule, one meets a pig who is a fool.
What, for example, would you say, if strolling through the woods one day, right there in front of you, you saw
A pig would build his house of straw.
the wolf who saw it licked his lips and said,
That pig has had its chips. Little pig, let me come in.
No, by the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
The little pig began to pray.
But Wolfie blew his house away.
He shouted,
Bacon, pork, and ham. Oh, what a lucky wolf I am.
And though he ate the pig quite fast,
he carefully kept the tail till last. Wolf wandered on, a trifle bloated.
surprise, surprise, for soon he noted
Another little house for pigs. And this one had been built of twigs.
Little pig, let me come in.
No, by the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
the wolf said.
Okay, here we go.
He then began to blow and blow.
The little pig began to squeal.
Ah!
The little pig began to squeal.
Ah!
He said,
Oh, Wolf, you've already had one meal. Why not we talk and make a deal?
the wolf replied,
Not on your Nelly.
And soon the pig was in his belly.
Too juicy, little pigs.
Wolf said,
And still I am not satisfied. I know full well my tummy's bulging, but oh how I adore indulging.
so creeping quietly as a mouse.
The wolf approached another house.
The house which also had inside a little piggy trying to hide.
But this one, piggy number 3, was as bright and brainy as could be.
No straw for him, no twigs or sticks. This pig had built his house of bricks.
You'll not get me.
The piggy cried.
I'll blow you down.
The wolf replied,
You need
Pig said.
a lot of puff, and I don't think you've got enough.
Wolf huffed and puffed and blew and blew. The house stayed up as good as new.
If I can't blow it down,
Wolf said,
I'll have to blow it up instead. I'll come back in the dead of night and blow you up with dynamite.
Pig cried.
You brute! I might have known.
Then, picking up the telephone, he dialed as quickly as he could.
The number of Red Riding Hood.
Hello?
She said,
Who's speaking? Who? Oh, hello, Piggy. How do you do?
Pig cried.
I need your help, Miss Hood. Oh, help me, please. Do you think you could?
I'll try, of course.
Miss Hood replied.
What's on your mind?
A wolf!
Pig cried,
I know you've dealt with wolves before, but now I've got one at my door.
My darling pig.
She said.
My sweet. That's something really up my street. I've just begun to wash my hair, but when it's dry, I'll be right there.
A short while later, through the wood, came striding brave Miss Riding Hood,
The wolf stood there, his eyes ablaze.
and yellowish like mayonnaise.
Once more, the maiden's eyelid flickers.
She whips a pistol from her knickers. Once more, she hits the vital spot and kills him with a single shot.
Pig, peeping through the window, stood and yelled.
Well done, Miss Hood.
Ah, Piglet. You must never trust.
young ladies from the upper crust.
For now, Miss Riding Hood, one notes.
Not only has 2 wolfskin coats,
But when she goes from place to place, she has a pigskin traveling case. Imagine yourselves in the shoes of Alex, who lives in a maths question. Steve, we need to talk. No, you sit down. This is my house. Do you know how valuable this house is? It's only 15 minutes from City A and 1 kilometer from City B. I took out a loan for this house, and it took me 30 years to pay it off. So you better sit down and listen to me. So tell me, Steve, why did you buy 15 watermelons charged your shared account? No, sit down. I've got the receipts right here. Even better, can you tell me why there are 15 watermelons in our storeroom right now? No, I don't care how much watermelons Janice has. She can flaunt her watermelons for all I like. We do not need 3 more than her. You know how hard it is to survive in this economy? We're so tight on cash as it is already. Listen, Steve, I don't know how to break it to you, but I think we need to take out a loan. And you're going to need to pay for most of it. I've run the numbers. We can take out $350 at the start of next month. The bank charges an interest or rate 0.25% at the start of every month. We can pay a sum of money to a bank in the middle of each month until the loan is repaid in full. I've decided to pay 5% of the total amount on your behalf for the years of friendship you have given me. But do not take my kindness for mercy. You will pay the rest of it off. So, Steve, tell me, how much money do you have to pay a month until you pay off this loan in the next 4 years? Tell me!
Imagine yourself in the shoes of Medusa, the betrayed woman from Greek legend. A suspicion, a doubt, a jealousy grew in my mind, which turned the hairs on my head to filthy snakes, as though my thoughts hissed and spat on my scalp. My bride's breath soured, stank in the grey bags of my lungs. I'm foul-mouthed now, foul-tongued, yellow-fanged. There are bullet tears in my eyes. Are you terrified? Be terrified. It's you I love. Perfect man, Greek god, my own. But I know you'll go betray me, stray from home. So better by far for me if you were stone. I glanced at a buzzing bee. A dull grey pebble fell to the ground. I glanced at a singing bird. A handful of dusty gravel spattered down. I looked at a ginger cat. A house brick shattered a bowl of milk. I looked at a snuffling pig. A boulder rolled in a heap of shit. I stared in the mirror. Love gone bad showed me a gorgon. I stared at a dragon. Fire spewed from the mouth of a mountain. And here you come, with a shield for a heart and a sword for a tongue. And your girls. Wasn't I fragrant? Wasn't I beautiful and young? Look at me now.
In kindergarten. Imagine yourself
ourselves in the shoes of a child in kindergarten. 2009 was the year we moved town, and Mom said it would be an adventure. But it wasn't. It was just terrifying.
That was the year I wore nothing but princess dresses and claimed I lived in a castle.
That was the year my brother won the track and field gold in primary school, and everyone kind of forgot I existed.
In 2009, Miss Lim made me class monitor because she figured little Miss Bossy Boots might as well make some use of her big voice.
That was the year I stopped listening to my mother.
2009? What happened in 2009?
Oh, Chloe!
That was the year I was nice to the new girl who was always crying.
When I entered the classroom for the first time, I had my favorite glue in my hair. My name is Tanisha. I'm 5 years old and carrying my most favorite backpack. When one of the girls comes up to me and says,
Hi, are you new here? My name's Tanya. What's your name?
I'm Tanisha.
Hi, Tanisha. Do you want to be friends? We can be friends. We can all be friends.
Okay.
Listen, everyone. This is Tanisha. She's new here today, and she's 5.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. I'm Isabella, not Isabel. Isabella. And I think that that's the most beautifulest name in the whole wide world. Don't you think so? My name is Perry, but you can call me Perry. Carrie? No, Perry. Silly. I'm Alia. My brother calls me Alia. And I'm Valerie. My mother named me Valerie. I don't have a brother. I have a dog. I'm Chloe. My mom thinks I'm a dreamer, but really, my name is Chloe.
My mommy says I should be nice to everybody. That's why everybody likes me. Even Valerie, who doesn't really like anybody, because I'm so nice, and that's why I'm nice to you. What does your mommy say, Tanisha?
My mommy says that I'm the most prettiest, and that pretty girls should only wear pretty jewelry, and that I must always leave my house looking my absolute best. My mommy says I play too much, but I like playing, so I don't care. My mother says my brother is the best, and I want to be the best too, so I always listen to him.
Well, I think your mother and your brothers stupid.
Saying the S word is bad. Saying the S word is very, very bad.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Said the S word again. I'll tell teacher.
Also, big.
My mom said my dad went to a fair.
Well, my daddy owns a fair.
What does your mommy say, Tanisha?
My mommy. I miss my mommy. I want my mommy.
She's 5 and she's crying.
She's 5 and she's crying.
She's 5 and I'm only 4. I'm 4 and 10 months. It is my birthday on 20 September. I will have a big party. You are all invited to my party.
I will dance at your party. And I'm 5 years old and 3 months. My brother is 10, but I'm 5 and 2 months, I think. I'm 4 and 3/4 and a half. I'm 5 and 4 months.
And I'm 5 and 15 months. So I'm the oldest and the most special.
No, I'm the most special because I live in a princess castle.
I live in Ohio.
I live with my brother in a big house. I live in a house with a 99-year lease, but I don't know what that is.
I live on the 10th floor.
And I live in a massive big huge mansion with candles.
I thought you lived in Ohio. Where do you live, Tanisha? Do you live in a castle too?
I live with mommy. I am
Wait. I came here because I want friends. You can be my friends. My name is Ryan, and you can call me Ryan.
You shouldn't be here because we're girls and we have nice hair. No, your hair is too short for a nice bow. You shouldn't be here because boys can't get it. Like me. You shouldn't be here because you're a boy. Disgusting. Disgustable. You shouldn't be here because my brother said that boys can't be friends with girls. And I'm a girl. And you're a boy. Frogs and snails and puppy dog's tails. That's what little boys are made of. Misfit. And we're girls. Sugar and spice and all things nice. That's what little girls are made of. It's soft.
But the other boys in the room didn't want to play with me. I came on a train and a plane from the United States of America.
Don't care about stupid America. Yeah, no one cares about planes and trains in America. Oh, boring boys. Actually, it's our playtime. And we're gonna bring out the toy box. But boys can't play.
So you must sit over there where you're not near the toy box if you don't want to go away like we want you to go away.
Sit away from me. My clothes, babe. I'm a boy. I'll get the toy box, everyone. Toy box, toy box, toy box. Birthday party with Barbies. Now, why don't you give me your back? I'll do that. So you take a look. You take the princess. You're not going to be like me. You can put as colors.
Okay. I know you make them look nice and ever so pretty. I'll go play with Curry instead. We can make big towers, right, Curry?
Let's make Barbies just like the party. Yes, I'm going to coloring with all the Barbies that play green. Okay, what will the Barbies have for their tea? Nice and sugary. No, too much sugar makes you fat, and then you're not so pretty anymore. Let's pretend we're eating cakes. Big sugary cakes. No, let's make them have a food fight. No, it's silly. The Barbies will get all dirty and ugly if they have a food fight. So stupid. Isn't she stupid? Shut up. Just give the Barbie some cake. Nothing properly of it. You shut up your ugly face. That's what your friend said. Yes, shut up, ugly face. I'm coloring inside the lines, so my coloring isn't ugly. I'm not ugly. I'm pretty like Barbie. And I'll dress this Barbie in the most beautiful dress in the house. I'm using her Barbie so you can be fighting with Barbie.
Tanisha, do you want to play with us? We're making big, long towers. You can help us build our towers.
That's okay. I don't want to play. I'll watch instead. Watch me. I'm going to make the biggest, longest tower in the whole world.
Even bigger than the Tower of Pizza?
Yeah, because I love pizza.
Ryan, look at my tower. Isn't it big and long and beautiful?
This is lame and short. We need to build big.
That's not fair, Cardi. You hurt my tower. You should learn to play nice and how I always play nice.
My mama says I play too much, but I'm the best player, and my tower is the best. It's not lame and short and silly. Not nice, not boring.
Kill the bad guys, Mighty Ken. Ken can blast all the bad guys with his hand blaster. Blast them all. Faster, Mighty Ken. Just one more minute to save the Earth. Mighty Ryan will help you take off. Faster than Ken, you're gonna take off in 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you doing, boy? He thinks he's sitting here and he's imagining.
Playing pretend on his phone. Stupid and stinky. Silly
2009, that was the year I realized I wasn't really as pretty as my mother kept telling me, and that no matter how much fake jewelry I wore, I would never look like a Disney princess.
That was the year I realized my brother wasn't the hero I thought he was. In fact, he was a bit of a bully. Really.
That was the year my dad stopped coming home, and I decided boys were stingy.
In 2009, I decided boys were definitely stingy. And everyone was really stupid anyway.
OMG, it was like that was the only word you knew. Stupid.
Maybe it was because it seemed like the only word I ever heard at home.
That was the year I started coming home from the playground as late as I could. Sometimes so much so as 10 minutes late.
That was the year I realized being nice didn't always make everyone behave nicely. But it was the only way I knew to make people like me. 2009, that was the year I realized it's mostly best to just keep quiet.
It was in 2009 that I realized other kids weren't really friends. Everything wouldn't be okay if I just tried to be nice. Oh, and contrary to the popular belief, little boys aren't heroes and little girls aren't princesses. And let's face it, little kids can be pretty stinky, actually.
Imagine yourself in the shoes of someone
With a
with
broken heart. Cause I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now. Flew me to places I never been. Till you put me down. Oh.
No apologies. He'll never see you cry. Pretends he doesn't know that he's the reason why. You're drowning.
You're drowning.
You're drowning.
If you could see that I'm the one who understands you. Been here all along. So why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me.
Walk in the streets with you in your worn-out jeans. I can't help thinking, this is how it ought to be. Laughing on a park bench, thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? And you've got a smile that can light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while, since she brought you down. You say you're fine. I know you better than that. So what are you doing with a girl like that?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it.
Say it.
Inside, we both know what's been going on.
Going on.
We know the game, and we're going to play it.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Nothing compares. No worries or cares. Regrets and mistakes, the memories made. Who would have known how bittersweet this would taste?
Never mind. I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said, sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Now, Romeo, imagine you see your beloved Juliet up there on the balcony, and you speak.
See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I, me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Okay, cut. This just isn't working, is it?
I thought we were pretty good. I love the way Romeo was responding to me. Very romantic.
No, that's the problem, Yotia. You have many good qualities as an actress, but being Juliet just isn't one of them. For a start, you're too tall. We need someone petite in the role, not a beanpole. And Russell will tell you something else you lack. Won't you, Russell?
Chemistry. It's just, I don't feel any chemistry between us, and frankly, it's your fault. Because I've got loads of chemistry. Isn't that right, Gabby?
It has to be your fault, Yotia. Everyone says how perfect Russell is for Romeo. The hair, the smile, the height.
It's not fair.
Listen, girl. Life isn't fair, and especially life in drama. Remember, the teachers put me in charge, knowing I wasn't fair because that's the way we get things done. An artist has to be ruthless. And they put me in charge because they know I have imagination. And now I'm imagining something radical, something new, but something 400 years old. Now, who played the part of Juliet in Shakespeare's own time, Yotia?
Not me, that's definite.
No, not you, not an overgrown girl, but a boy. So, Yotia, you can just sit down. You're not needed anymore. Sit down. The roles of women in Shakespeare were all played by boys, and we're going to be radically imaginative in our production, which is why the three guys are here to audition. One of you will play Juliet to Russell's super attractive Romeo.
Stupid idea.
Shut up! And stop sulking. It's not a good look for you at all. We chose you three, Ben, Wei Hang, and Yexiang, because you're all well known for your remarkable range of talents. Now, who's going to audition first? Wei Hang, get into character. I need you to forget your masculinity.
Huh.
I need you to become Juliet. Find your inner woman. It's there in every man. Somewhere. Just use your imagination.
I just need to find her voice. I, me. I, me. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. I, me. She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Cut! I just can't take any more of this.
What?
Wei Hang, that was a great effort from you, but maybe just a little too much. But thanks. Thank you so much for trying. You can just sit down now.
But was it the voice?
Yes,
yes,
it's
the voice. Just sit down.
Oh.
Yexiang, you ready? Take the stage.
See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
I think we better stop there, Yexiang. Russell looks quite uncomfortable.
I'm very uncomfortable.
So that's a no, I'm afraid, Yexiang. All right then, Ben. You're our last hope. But seeing as you're our finest actor, I know you are going to deliver something very special. The stage is yours.
See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not but be sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
That's perfect, Ben. You embody what it is to be Juliet.
He looks ridiculous. Shut up.
Once he's wearing the makeup, the corset, and the wig, he'll look perfect.
He's too big for a girl. Sisters, too much of him.
More of him to love.
Yes. There's plenty of him to love.
I don't think his voice is high enough.
No, I don't see any chemistry between them. Ben has no real passion for Russell. You can feel it.
Look, this is my version of Romeo and Juliet, and I know this will work. We'll take the audience back 400 years to real authentic Shakespeare. Real Shakespearean women played by actual men.
You wish.
Just trust me, I know what I'm doing. And shut up. You're just jealous of my imagination. And it's a bit pathetic. Okay, let's try the sequence when Romeo and Juliet first meet. We need to see how the kissing sequence works.
Kissing.
Kissing. You can't be serious. You are serious.
Yes, kissing. Remember Romeo's lines. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss. This is Romeo and Juliet. What did you expect? We need romance. And remember, it's only acting.
I'm not kissing anyone, especially not Russell.
But it's very kissable, aren't you, Romeo?
Not by Ben, I'm not.
I'm out of here.
So am I.
Since nobody here seems to appreciate my acting, I see no reason to be here. And I didn't come here to kiss anyone.
Well, I really don't mind kissing.
Oh, okay, that's me out of here as well.
The problem is that these people have no imagination at all.
Imagine yourselves in the shoes of an IB marker, a retired teacher living somewhat happily with her family. The computer screen glows in the dimly lit office. Squinting, I opened up another file. My hand feels molded to the mouse. I have been here too long. How long has 20 scripts been? A blank screen flashes. The next exam script is loading. A slow anticipation creeps into my periphery, and I wonder what surprises will this one unveil. Perhaps this one will be better than the last few. The script loads, and inky characters fill the entire screen. The handwriting here is small, cramped, girlish, horrible. I think about all my students, all the past reminders I've set them to write big and legibly. But that's the thing with students, isn't it? They just never listen. Nevertheless, I scroll down and begin to read. I find myself nodding along to the arguments this student has put forth in her essay. It is clear, well-versed, and insightful. Clearly, this one has done her reversion. But I wouldn't agree with what she said here. I would have used demonstrated instead of showed. Overall, it's a good piece of work, but pity her use of language isn't as precise as I would have liked. As I pen down my final thoughts on her essay, I think about this student and how she must be feeling right now. Is she happy? Content? Relieved even? I hope she is. It has been a tough year for these candidates after all. A yawn eases its way through my lips, and I blink through crusty eyes. It is now 11:53 p.m. Again, the same question surfaces. Why am I doing this? 200 scripts, 2 weeks, $8, but just one person.
Imagine yourselves in the shoes of a soldier. It's the first day of enlistment, and this heavy, thick-set man is standing in front of all of us. "Gentlemen," he shouts, "remember, always be prepared. Tell me, what are the 3 soldierly values?" Loyalty, integrity, honor. The man keeps talking on and on. I can feel my concentration start to slip. How adults manage to say so much yet so little will never cease to amaze me. The heat isn't helping either. It's a baking hot day. I can feel my skin peeling. And I'm just about to pass out when someone taps me on the shoulder. "Hey, he says. "Name's Jim. Want to smoke?" Instantly, he was my best friend. It's 3 months later now. I'm in the back of some truck on some dusty desert road in the middle of some God-forsaken country. We've been told nothing, done nothing, and it's still hot. So, I think it's a mighty fine idea if I just take a little... Go, 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 go! I grab my things, and I race down from the truck. I turn around and I see a city. Well, what's left of it anyways. The city walls are a row of broken teeth, crooked and cracked, and smoke oozes from it like blood from an open wound. We proceed forward into it, and the first thing I notice is bodies. Bodies line the streets, blood splatters the pavement, and fire roars from every open window. But we weren't sent here to see. We were sent here to do. So me and Jim, we take the right path, clearing every building we can find. We aren't really talking much, when suddenly there's something in the middle of the road. 2 children. They could have been older than 8. One of them's even holding a teddy bear. And then they let go of each other's hands, and one of them starts walking towards us. And I think about it, but what am I supposed to do? Shoot an 8-year-old in the head? But as I think that, Jim starts walking forward. "Jim!" I tell him, "Get back! You don't know, they might be dangerous." And he turns around and he looks at me and he says, "They're kids, man. It's fine." And he continues walking towards them. And she starts running. And I raise my rifle. And then, oh, they hug. I'm just lowering my rifle and boom! The world is spinning around me. My hearing's gone. Where's my rifle? Where's Jim? I snatch up my rifle, I stand up and Jim's intestines are steaming in the sunlight, strewn all over the road. The second kid starts running now. And then it hits me. Jim's dead. Jim's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes appear in the body. And she falls over and I leap aside just as the second bomb goes off. Good men die. I choose to live.
Imagine the impossible made possible again with the impossible products.
Calling all parents, did you know that 65% of students can only answer test questions after they assume them before? So what if we told you we invented a device such that your child can finally have some original ideas? Let us now listen to renowned scientist Professor Schnitzel from the University of Hamburg.
This child, as you can see, has no creativity. Do you like art?
No.
Do you like painting?
No.
Do you like dancing?
No.
Then, what do you like?
I like to solve maths problems, but only if I've seen them before.
As you can see, this child is totally uncreative. Let us scan her brain now.
Wait, what are you doing, Professor Schnitzel? Assistant, scan the brain.
Okay.
Not your brain, her brain.
Oh, alright.
As you can see, there is no activity in the brain. It is black, no color at all. To solve this problem, we have come up with our brilliant new invention, the Imaginator 3000, which will change the most rigid, narrow-minded student into the intellectual equivalent of the ancient philosophers of ancient Greece.
Assistant, apply the Imaginator.
Oh, ow, ow.
Oh, sorry, wrong way.
Oh, ow.
Let us scan the brain again.
Assistant, scan away, please.
There is now activity in the brain. See, a positive rainbow.
And now, some original ideas, please.
There are those who say they think, therefore I am. But I say I act, and therefore I'm not. Is a dolphin just an impossible fish? If a man lives his entire life alone, without friends, without family, without neighbors, did he ever really exist? I can see through you all. You are as thin as film. Do any of us really exist beyond our script? Is this just a simulation? A stimulating simulation?
Oh, just shut up and sit down.
The problem is, you can't have too much imagination, you know.